Today's topics are: RM was shockingly honest during an interview in Spain, talking about the perception that K-pop is prefabricated, the negative sides of the industry, and the media who promotes conspiracy theories about idols. RM also clarified that BTS's solo projects does not mean the end of the band and that he has no plans to leave BTS. During a recent interview with El País, a prominent Spanish-speaking news outlet, RM shared his perspective on the Western perception of South Korea and K-pop. The interview was widely shared by fans who provided English translations, and one particular portion of the interview drew significant attention. In this section, RM expressed a bold rebuttal to the Western view of his home country and his music industry. During the interview, RM was asked about his journey from trainee to successful K-pop artist and whether the Korean culture emphasizes youth, perfection, and overtraining in the industry. The interviewer posed the question: is this worship of youth, of perfection, of overtraining in K-pop, are these Korean cultural traits? Suggesting a possible cultural explanation for the intensity of the K-pop scene. In response, RM suggested that the Western perspective may not fully grasp why countries like South Korea place such a high value on hard work. He noted that Korea has a tumultuous history of invasion, devastation, and division, with the recent best of dependence on aid from organizations like the IMF and the UN. Despite this, Korea has experienced a rapid rise in global prominence, and RM remarked that the world is now taking notice of the country's achievements. RM emphasized that Korea's rapid transformation was not a stroke of luck, but the result of hard work and determination. He noted that the drive to rebuild a country that was left with nothing is difficult to comprehend for those who have not experienced it firsthand. RM suggested that people in the West may not fully grasp this perspective as their cultures have not faced similar struggles. He went on to explain that Korea had to build itself up from scratch. He recalled how people from the West will comment on the stress and pressure in Korea, but he argued that it was necessary for progress. He stated, "That's how we get things done." RM suggested that the intensity and drive for success that characterizes Korean culture is also present in K-pop, giving it a unique appeal. While acknowledging that there may be negative side effects to this approach, he disagreed with the notion that K-pop is entirely manufactured. When asked about the biggest prejudice against K-pop, RM identified the perception that it is prefabricated. He also expressed frustration with how discussions of the challenges within the K-pop industry are often sensationalized and distorted into conspiracy theories. During the interview, RM was asked about the potential dehumanizing effects of the K-pop system. He noted that his company may not approve of his response, as he admits to some negative aspects of the industry. However, he observed that journalists often oversimplify the issue and make sweeping statements about the system destroying young people. RM's candid and unfiltered responses in this interview have surprised fans and sparked widespread discussions on social media. As the leader of the most popular K-pop group in the world, RM has frequently emphasized the hard work and dedication required to achieve global success. He has also acknowledged that being a BTS member comes with a great deal of responsibility. During the recent interview, RM talked about his journey with BTS and discussed the growing influence of K-pop around the world. RM also reflected on the evolution of his personal style and fashion trends within the industry. He noted that his preferences have changed over time, from wearing oversized t-shirts and baseball caps to high-end brands and ton to a more timeless and natural look. He explained that he now favors vintage jeans, cotton t-shirts, and understated pieces that don't draw attention. Regarding his rumored collaboration with Bottega Veneta after attending their fashion show in Milan, RM expressed his interest in working with the brand. He noted that he has lost interest in fashion weeks and constantly changing trends, but he appreciated Bottega Veneta's history with fabrics and leather and their lack of reliance on logos or social media. He suggested that the brand is beyond passing fads and trends. RM addressed concerns about his solo career and the possibility of BTS splitting up due to mandatory military service. He clarified that his solo project does not mean the end of the band and that he has no plans to leave BTS. He explained that he's simply taking the opportunity to launch a solo project while still being a member of BTS. RM acknowledged the potential challenges of balancing both projects but expressed his ambition and willpower to make it work. He noted that many brands have split up and fallen apart, but he hopes that BTS will not have the same fate. RM expressed his love for music, his job, his bandmates, and himself. and suggested that he can keep both projects going and create something legendary in the long run.